Was her grandmother a guard? Was her grandmother a guard? Where is the bank? Where is the bank? Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. She is a talented singer and performs at concerts. She is a talented singer and performs at concerts. They didn't see that movie, did they? They didn't see that movie, did they? Offer. Offer. We can cry. We can cry. Hey nice wake up. How are you feeling? Hey nice wake up. How are you feeling? Was produced every day. Was produced every day. Can you drop me off at the airport? Can you drop me off at the airport? Tried a new recipe for dinner. Tried a new recipe for dinner. The percentage of students who passed the exam was low. The percentage of students who passed the exam was low. Their new album is really good. Their new album is really good. I have to finish my homework before I go out. I have to finish my homework before I go out. It would not be besieged after the 5th century. It would not be besieged after the 5th century. I would love to see your photos again. I would love to see your photos again. He likes to listen to music while cooking. He likes to listen to music while cooking. The dog barks loudly. The dog barks loudly. Can't they play games every month? Can't they play games every month? My father left home before I came. My father left home before I came. Should the musician be 2 weeks? Should the musician be 2 weeks? Don't we remember 2 nights ago? Don't we remember 2 nights ago? Above all, safety is our priority. Above all, safety is our priority. I've already finished my homework. I've already finished my homework. I'm going to the beach this weekend. I'm going to the beach this weekend. I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. Shouldn't I be buying every week? Shouldn't I be buying every week? He needs to find a new flat. He needs to find a new flat. The computer crashes unexpectedly. The computer crashes unexpectedly. First we'll have breakfast, then we'll go for a walk. First we'll have breakfast, then we'll go for a walk. Did I become a foreman? Did I become a foreman? They go to the lake to swim. They go to the lake to swim. It was the most important thing in the world to me. It was the most important thing in the world to me. He writes poetry in his spare time. He writes poetry in his spare time. She carefully followed the recipe, so the cake turned out delicious. She carefully followed the recipe, so the cake turned out delicious. I need to print some documents. Do you know where the nearest printer is? I need to print some documents. Do you know where the nearest printer is? Are we guards before? Are we guards before? Couldn't she be a beautician 4 minutes ago? Couldn't she be a beautician 4 minutes ago? The team have to leave for another meeting. The team have to leave for another meeting. Looking forward. Looking forward. You should rarely stop. You should rarely stop. Was Mr. Tandy a teacher last week? Was Mr. Tandy a teacher last week? Our wife is a programmer. Our wife is a programmer. May not always be ignored. May not always be ignored. Affected. Affected. They can give private lessons for 15 days. They can give private lessons for 15 days. They had visited all the famous places of the city. They had visited all the famous places of the city. They did not replace it occasionally. They did not replace it occasionally. Should limit after one day. Should limit after one day. Should do. Should do. We love traveling to new places. We love traveling to new places. I have booked a vacation for the next month. I have booked a vacation for the next month. Mary knitted a sweater. Mary knitted a sweater. Can it change at noon? Can it change at noon? I know I can always count on him. I know I can always count on him. The concert lasted 3 hours. The concert lasted 3 hours. Unless it's urgent, I'll come to the meeting. Unless it's urgent, I'll come to the meeting. Please guide me. Please guide me. Should he speak after 3 seconds? Should he speak after 3 seconds? Should not be encouraged. Should not be encouraged. Didn't watch it last year. Didn't watch it last year. Can you become a nurse every year? Can you become a nurse every year? Outside. Outside. It has no nickel. It has no nickel. I eat an apple after my father sleeps. I eat an apple after my father sleeps. They will collect donations every day. They will collect donations every day. If you eat too much junk food, you will gain weight. If you eat too much junk food, you will gain weight. The tree damaged by the storm had to be cut down. The tree damaged by the storm had to be cut down. Was I drinking 1 week ago? Was I drinking 1 week ago? Was her half-sister a songwriter? Was her half-sister a songwriter? I have many friends. I have many friends. Getting older every week? Getting older every week? He is as fat as you. He is as fat as you. How many birds are in the tree? How many birds are in the tree? Your son is the art director. Your son is the art director. Is this her bag? Is this her bag? I watch the news every day. I watch the news every day. No problem. No problem. He accepted the dinner invitation. He accepted the dinner invitation. I just need to believe in me. I just need to believe in me. Smooth. Smooth. The place gets dirty and then it stinks of food. The place gets dirty and then it stinks of food. Didn't they do a manicure at noon? Didn't they do a manicure at noon? Aren't we going to attack in 3 years? Aren't we going to attack in 3 years? Later that morning the cameraman too. Later that morning the cameraman too. You would focus now. You would focus now. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Wouldn't it be a weekly challenge? Wouldn't it be a weekly challenge? Wasn't he the postman every month? Wasn't he the postman every month? You should not use your phone while driving. You should not use your phone while driving. Were your relatives geologists? Were your relatives geologists? I lost my keys. I lost my keys. Coffee tastes bitter. Coffee tastes bitter. Can't we paint at 2 o'clock at midnight? Can't we paint at 2 o'clock at midnight? She is a talented dancer and performs in shows. She is a talented dancer and performs in shows. We will explore the city during our vacation. We will explore the city during our vacation. I wish I didn't have to work on the weekends. I wish I didn't have to work on the weekends. They broke up because of this misunderstanding. They broke up because of this misunderstanding. Do you agree? Do you agree? Can it change? Can it change? Can they lock it at noon? Can they lock it at noon? If it snows, we can go skiing. If it snows, we can go skiing. We went to the movies and it was so much fun. We went to the movies and it was so much fun. To ground you. To ground you. No cream right away. No cream right away. Couldn't sleep because it was so noisy. Couldn't sleep because it was so noisy. Aren't they shop assistants at dusk? Aren't they shop assistants at dusk? Didn't I remove it? Didn't I remove it? Does this bother you or do you think it's okay? Does this bother you or do you think it's okay? His half-brothers are inventors. His half-brothers are inventors. His mother-in-laws were educators. His mother-in-laws were educators. Write about the definition of mindful eating. Write about the definition of mindful eating. The concert ended 2 hours ago. The concert ended 2 hours ago. This way, the food tastes better. This way, the food tastes better. May not be a psychiatrist often. May not be a psychiatrist often. She wishes she had followed her childhood dream of becoming an actress. She wishes she had followed her childhood dream of becoming an actress. Can they come to our house for dinner? Can they come to our house for dinner? This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. Let me know if you need directions. Let me know if you need directions. Was your stepbrother a dentist? Was your stepbrother a dentist? He always talks to himself in the mirror. He always talks to himself in the mirror. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. They can make daily groceries. They can make daily groceries. He has to walk his dog every day. He has to walk his dog every day. Were they created? Were they created? You should have a physical exam once a year. You should have a physical exam once a year. The doorman cleaned the windows. The doorman cleaned the windows. Where can I find personal care products? Where can I find personal care products? Is there a perfume section in the store? Is there a perfume section in the store? By this time next week I will have finished my exams. By this time next week I will have finished my exams. We are going to school. We are going to school. It cannot be done this way. It cannot be done this way. Let me know if your situation changes. Let me know if your situation changes. Duration. Duration. I'm not sure if I feel good or not. I'm not sure if I feel good or not. You will be waiting for the bus. You will be waiting for the bus. She likes to dance at parties. She likes to dance at parties. To reach. To reach. It should not be quoted infrequently. It should not be quoted infrequently. You will go to school. You will go to school. Don't they imply every week? Don't they imply every week? They can be librarians at noon. They can be librarians at noon. I taught myself to code. I taught myself to code. He played video games with his older brother. He played video games with his older brother. The container holds 1 liter of liquid. The container holds 1 liter of liquid. Suitable. Suitable. This idea is very complex. This idea is very complex. It only matters if it matters to you. It only matters if it matters to you. By the time the book is finished, she will have been reading it for 3 weeks. By the time the book is finished, she will have been reading it for 3 weeks. Relating to. Relating to.